Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm just making a quick video here for those of you that are new to the KTuner. Maybe you just got an 11th gen Civic or a Civic Si, Sport, Touring, whatever you have. Any turbo model this will work for. So if you just got the KTuner, here to basically just help you out getting your tune started up because sometimes it's a little bit confusing. It's understandable. So first things first, you're going to want to have the KTuner software installed on your laptop or PC. I don't believe it works on MacBooks, unfortunately, unless you are running Windows on your Mac. There is softwares that you can do that. I think it's Bootstrap or something like that. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that for this video as I'm on Windows. Sorry for the noise you can hear. It's just my wife's laptop here. It's pretty loud for some reason. Anyways, first things first, once you download it, sorry, I'll actually leave the link in the description if you don't have the software, just so you can download it. The setup is very straightforward, though. You pretty much just click next a bunch of times, follow the instructions, plug in your KTuner so it like basically gets locked to your device or your laptop or PC, whatever you're using. So once you're fully set up and ready to go, best thing to do is have your KTuner already plugged into your OBD2 port, which is going to be by your left foot when you're driving. When you're sitting in the driver's seat here, and then you're going to plug the USB, the micro USB into the KTuner, the other end of the USB into your laptop. Once it's plugged in, you should actually have it reading. It should just say logging on the bottom. That's how you know it's connected. So that at that point, it should be good to go. First thing first, you're not going to have these options here on the side. I just have these because I have a tune loaded up. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it from scratch. So you're going to go to File, New Tune. You're going to get this pop-up window here. Don't worry about any of this. Just click plus, click the factory, and then you get next. So click that. So then you're going to be showing this little list here of the base maps that come with the KTuner itself. If you are basically stock clutch and no bolt-ons, anything like that, I highly suggesting under 22 psi because the clutch will slip. Unless you know what you're doing, you can definitely go up to 22, 23. If you do, I highly suggest waiting until you're at least around 3,500 RPM before you start flooring it. Yeah, because the clutch will slip. So anyways, so what we're going to do today is we're just going to start up with the starter 21 dual target 2, which is kind of what I recommend a lot of you guys just start with, just to get the feel for the turbo responsiveness, and just, I think honestly, this is a great tune. You guys will have a lot of fun with it. So just so you guys can see here, it does recommend 91 plus octane. I do live in Canada, so that's easily obtainable here. Not sure what fuel it is for you guys in America there, but yeah. So anyways, so we're gonna go click next. You guys won't get this little pop-up. It's just because I have a tune loaded, so I'm just gonna click yes. So then it will reload. You guys will get the everything popping up here on the left side of the tuner software. First thing that I like to do is I like to go to main parameters. So click the little plus button there. So you can set up two-step. There's a couple other things you can do. So I'm going to show you guys what I personally do. For two-step, I normally don't use it, but I know a lot of you guys are probably going to ask in the comments, so I'm just going to show you here. You're able to set this whatever RPM you want. So I'm just going to go with something low. A lot of you guys are probably going to be like 3,500, 4,000, whatever for launching, but I'm just going to put 2,500 for an example because I don't ever use it. Oh, 2,500 here. Next thing, so idle target, you can actually set this up. This is just kind of if you want your car to warm up faster. That's something that you guys can really play around with. Don't worry, it is safe to play around with as long as you're not like drastically adjusting these numbers. But that's pretty straightforward. Next thing that I like to do is go to quick enables. So early spool is absolutely amazing, you guys. I highly recommend using this setting. Mind you, it will put a lot of wear on your turbo very quickly. Basically meaning that when you're in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever, as soon as you're on the throttle, I'm telling you, this thing, like basically within a second, it'll be up to 20 psi. Very quick. Maybe not 20 in like first and second gear. You might see like, 14, 15 psi very quickly. But regardless, it puts a lot of wear on your turbo. But I'll show you kind of a way to bring the wear down in a second here. So we're going to use early spool, advanced VSA, eliminate the artificial knock control rise. That's the third option, is actually great if you are monitoring the knock control, because you do want to be watching that. It's not necessary, but a lot of guys do want to watch it just so that you know you're being careful, being safe. Um, so what I did want to show you guys here for the early spool, what I personally do is I go a quick boost by gear, and I set up basically in first and second gear. I like to have it a little bit lower, just so that I'm not wearing down the clutch, or it's not slipping or anything in first and second. Plus, you don't really need 20 psi right in first gear, because nobody's just really revving out first gear like that. If you are, then you're probably going to blow your engine pretty quick. Anyways, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to go, let's just say 12. Second gear, we'll go up to 14. Third gear, go to 16. You guys don't have to follow these numbers exactly. You're welcome to set up whatever you like. But for first and second, that's kind of where I would suggest being around. Once you're in third gear or above, you should be fine to go quite a bit higher. Fourth gear, I kind of like mine to be around 18. Fifth gear, you can go all the way up to 20, 21, whatever. Actually, you know what? For fourth gear, let's just do 20 because it feels a lot better. For fifth and sixth, we'll just max it out at the 21 for what tune we're using. So there's my boost by gear settings there. If you guys want to kind of copy that, take a screenshot, whatever, or if you're following along with me, great. Next thing that I personally like to do on the left hand side here, I like to go to advanced features just to finish off the two-step. Go to anti-lag, enable the anti-lag. So these numbers here, this is actually something that I've found on other Civic forums. I haven't played around too much with these numbers, but you guys are welcome to do so. Just the top one here. So as you saw, I put 2500 for the two-step. So for this, I'm just going to put the same. You guys can go up to like 35, 3600, 4000, whatever you want. For the bottom, the ignition target, just going to put that to -10 here, because that's what a lot of guys online are doing, and it seems to work great. I have played around with it like once or twice, but honestly, I don't really tend to use two-step. Anyways, that's pretty much a solid little tune setup there. You don't really have to do anything further. There is a ton of other settings in here, but if you don't know what you're doing with KTuner, I highly recommend staying away from those. But if you're just getting started, you can just do everything I just showed you, and you'll have a blast, basically. You can start getting to the other stuff once you got bolt-ons, because I'm assuming once you guys got the money saved up for bolt-ons, you definitely would have a lot more knowledge at that point. At least I would hope so. You should be doing your research before buying anything. So once that's finished up, you do want to have your car in accessory mode. If you don't know how to do that, let me just turn it off real quick here. So basically, when your screen is dark and it's off, you click it once, and then you click it a second time, and you're in the accessory mode. It just gives power to your OBD2 port, which powers your KTuner device. Make sure that is plugged into your laptop, as I said. So you'll see like authenticating, whatever, and then you'll see logging down at the bottom here. So that's how you'll know it is connected. And you'll also see this little up arrow here to upload the base code of the tune that you just made. So what I do suggest doing first is actually going to File and Save As, and just save the tune. Just create a folder for your tunes, whatever, because you guys are definitely going to be playing around with it and saving quite a bit of other tunes with different settings just to play around with it when you first get it. But yeah, so next thing you want to do after it's been saved, you click the little up arrow here, or there's actually another way to do this as well. What you can do is you can go to Tuning and just click Upload Tune. So Tuning on the top here, Upload Tune, brings you to the exact same thing. It's just kind of a shortcut the first way I showed you. Anyways, you click yes. Don't worry, when you click yes, it's not going to instantly flash it or anything. So I can explain this little pop-up here really quick for you guys. So the first button that you see here, Flash Now. So this will flash it directly to your ECU. So basically that'll take about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your connection. But anyways, when you do click that, it'll flash it directly over to the ECU. So basically you don't have to do anything after that's finished. Every time you start up the car, the tune will be there. You don't have anything to worry about. However, what I recommend doing, you can kind of give the tune a name, whatever you want to call it. It is limited to a certain amount of characters. So you might want to just abbreviate stuff. Like if it's like, 21 PSI Sport, just use S, or N for normal mode, whatever. And then just put like plus two-step or whatever, you can give it whatever name you want. And then you have 5 tuning slots. So these slots here on the bottom, 1 to 5, these are actually the slots that the tune will be saved to on your KTuner device itself. So what those are actually used for, if you have the Tuner View app on your Android device, or like your Android tablet or Android phone, I don't believe it works on Apple iOS, unfortunately. It's just not supported. But if you do have the Tuner View app, I highly recommend saving it to the one of the five slots there, because that will allow you to actually switch between one of the 5 tunes, basically any of them, just via Bluetooth with your phone through the app, which is very nice. I do want to let you guys know though, the app, for me, I'm in Canada, so the app did cost $6.99. Not sure what it is going to be for America. It's probably around $4 or something like that, maybe $5. But it is cheap, but it is worth it because you can monitor a lot of things with the app as well. It's not just flashing tunes. But yeah, it's highly recommended. So basically, you just click Flash Now. If you don't want to set up the any of the tuning slots on your KTuner. And when you do click it, click this button here, you will start seeing your dash go all crazy with error codes and everything. You might even see your screen going crazy with error codes and whatnot. Don't worry about that. It's literally just doing its thing. It's because it's erasing everything off your ECU and overwriting it. Don't worry, it will be fine. So basically it'll get to like 99 or 100% on your laptop here. Once it does, all you have to do is click the ignition off button. You click it. What I do is I like to wait at least 10 seconds. So kind of just do like the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way up until you hit 10. Once you do, you click it again to turn it back on. And then you should get a little prompt on the screen here that says that the flash was successfully uploaded. Once you get that, you just click OK. And you can start up the car and go for a rip. Test it out. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. If you guys like need some assistance or anything or have any questions, just drop it in the comments below. I should be able to help you out. I will do another video here soon on the Tuner View app because it is very useful. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So take it easy, guys, and be safe out there.